form of white supremacy, and that the black men are frequently responding to her dominant position, the fact that she is considered a superior status object in the society. But getting back to this point,
well, let me ask a question before you move to that. Then if we accept that, are we saying that the black men who marry white women are asking for dominance from a female?
No, the black men who are married by white women.
But the trend you continually...
No, I think that they're looking for status.
The black men are looking for status.
The black men are looking for status whether they are aware of it or not. In other words, as long as you have white supremacy domination any place in the world, whether it's Brazil, whether it's Hawaii, whether it's Japan, any place, you name it, that as long as the people of color are the people who are oppressed, then when a marriage occurs, in other words, the dominator says, I will pick you amongst the victims who I dominate to marry you, then the victim says, oh goody, this means I'm in.
Well, that's true, but if I can ask this question.
Do y'all think that people date for status, like the move up, the come up, like it'll make you a little less black?
Absolutely.
If you're dating a person of another race?
Absolutely.
People date for status even within a race.
They exactly. They date for status even within.
Women are status symbols for men. That's why men don't date any kind of women. That's why men aren't allowing themselves to be seen in public with certain types of women. That's why men don't marry certain types of women. That's why certain men don't show up to these galas and these places with other execs that are making high income and high earners without having a woman on their arm. Women are status symbols for men, period. But men want to devalue and invalidate those things.
Men.
You're right. Some men, right? Let me correct that. The men in these spaces want to invalidate, want to invalidate the value of a woman, and I hate it for us. Like, I laugh about it sometimes. Sometimes it's really annoying because it's like, when is this conversation going to get old? When are people going to realize that we're so much better together? Like, I value the black men that are respectful, that carry themselves with pride and dignity, and actually are moving forward, actually contributing to their community, actually being positive, like influences in the lives of people around them. You know what I mean?
We need answers. There's no answers being given to how to fix it.
I think Lady T was still trying to get her point out, but I'm gonna let you go next, Viz. But go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanna finish because it's feeling like I'm getting excited, and I don't want anyone thinking I'm triggered, but I'm just trying to finish my thought.
I'm bad.
And I'm passionate, and I am passionate, right? So, like I was saying, you can mute up too, because I don't need to hear your evil ass cackle. Thank you.
I thought I was muted. I apologize. I thought I was muted. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Right? It's just a thing. Like, we really are like, it's this whole tug of war, push and pull, constant like search for what is wrong with this black man, what is wrong with this black woman. Like, how am I better than you? How are you weaker than me? Like, it's always, you give people solutions and they try to find a damn problem. And it's facts. Like, even with, like I said, the point I was making was within dating, like in the same culture, a black man, even a black woman, like we're not dating men that we don't respect and value and can't boast about. Like, oh, look, you always hear women, my man, my man, my man. You're not saying that about a man that you don't respect and value and look up to. So, I mean, status symbols, relationships, matters of the heart. It's a status symbol. It's a reflection of who you are. It should be a great representative of who you are out in the world, forward facing. Like, that's just, it's a thing.
All right, go ahead, Cook.
I'm going to go back to the video. This is literally what I was talking about and got shut down for a minute ago. They're literally talking about what I was talking about. When they pull you up and they let you marry a snow bunny, that is a status symbol for a man. When it's vice versa and it's a white man and a black woman and they pull her up and know the value of this woman, it's a status thing. But that also goes back to our history. You saw how old that video was? those people were in 70s clothes. This has been a topic for ages. What I'm telling you is most, let me not say all, women and most men, because we don't know the real value of ourselves as a community, reach out and think that marrying up is a thing. Marrying white is a thing. Now, I'm all for love, and I don't care. But what I'm saying is the people that do care and go back and bash other races when they do marry outside of their own race, this is what they seek, and it's because they in general don't know who they are as a person. That's all I'm saying. That's all I was ever saying. So I agree with the video. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I got a question for you, Cookie, real quick. Who the fuck is they, and how do they let you marry them? Who the fuck are they?
So I think that what she's saying in this particular video was they. So it was a point where black people could not marry white people. You had to have permission. So there had to have something that had to be passed for black men to be able, because remember, not too long ago, you was getting lynched for it, just whistling.
Why are people acting like that didn't happen? Like, why am I having to
So when she says
because we're in 2024.
Because but that's still but that law
bad.
is still
Trump is about to be president again.
Right. So I think what she's
I don't necessarily disagree with that.
Yeah,
so
okay.
I think that y'all
Financially, I know I don't.
listen, look.
Right.
So I think when she's saying when you're saying they, I mean that is a law. I mean, there had to be a law passed saying that you have civil rights. So they allowed that law to be passed so that you can have
Y'all
the
still
right
living.
to
Y'all
marry.
still living.
I'm tired of sticking.
No, we're not
19
still.
above
So let's just be this conversation. Let me just say this real fast. Give me 2 seconds, Cookie. You have had more as a black person. You have had more years as enslaved and being segregated than being a free man.
I've been a free man all my life.
What I'm saying is you, as in not just you. Obviously, I'm not talking about you. Think outside.
Right, but
when I say you,
right,
I'm just saying as black, and this goes true for me as well. Okay, so again, and I'm gonna tell you, like I said it before, I feel like history has a way of repeating itself. If you know history, how it does. Okay, so I want us to be conscious of the fact that yes, this happened in 1964, or 1964. But that's my grandmother's generation. That's not, these people are still alive.
I
It's
get
not
that.
like it's so what I'm saying to you is it's not so far-fetched that you and remember the video is what said that came from. That was in the 70s, right after 19. It wasn't that far after 1960.
Okay,
so what I'm saying to you is when laws are passed, when the they is the lawmakers, okay, and the they still exist today. The days are the reason why there are laws that are going on today that we may not necessarily agree about. The they are just people in general who make things. When you talk about child support and there's rights of men, now those are the days. Okay, so there are still things that go on that they are allowing to go on because they have the power. Does that make sense?
That's fine.
I'm saying
is wait, let me finish because I'll let you talk. And let me just go real quick. So I understand all of that, right? We just got out of experiencing all of these terrible things, the civil rights, the oppression, slavery. I get all of that. All that I can go off of, and maybe this is just my mentality as a man, but all that I can go off of is that I was born free. What happened before me. All that I can do now is live in this current reality as to where if what they were talking about in general, absolutely, you dating anything outside of your race essentially is a status symbol. You know what I'm saying? Period. Whatever it is, who or whatever it is that you have on your shoulder as a man or woman, that is a status. You know what I'm saying? So the conversation, it may be valid, but it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of who it is that you choose to be a spouse with, be it black, white, Mexican, Hawaiian, whatever. It's the status symbol.
Oh,
So,
I get it. I was talking about the day you were saying the day. That's the only reason I did that.
right. So even with
Hink,
Hink saying that, who is AP said who is they?
AP.
oh,
Right. That in 2024 there is no they unless
it is a they.
Are you serious?
So let me just tell you how much of a they
Texas.
is.
I'm in Texas.
Correct me
This
if I'm
may
wrong.
be the
Correct
most
me.
interracial.
Give me a second. Let me
Shan, let him finish. Let him finish his thought. Let him finish his thought.
But I was talking and he came back through. I was talking first. Stop.
Go ahead.
So my point in when I was talking about the they, what I'm saying is I think that, and this is about laws, and I'm not mistaken because mistaken, I know that's your background as well. There are certain laws like voting acts that we still have to vote on to keep it going, right? Isn't it the vote? It's one of those acts that has to, after so many years, still has to be voted on. It's not civil rights or is the voting act, right? Do you know what I'm talking about? Can you look that up?
They did just
right. So it's not even a definite a right of yours. They have to keep voting to make it a right of yours. You understand what I'm saying? So yes, while it is available now because they voted on it, just like it has to be voted on, we can have a group of people who's like, we don't want it to be voted in no more. You understand what I'm saying? So it's important to know the laws and how the laws can work for you and how they can work against you and just how they're set up. So why is there even a deadline on it in the first place?
We can get into politics and voting and all that other stuff. That's a whole. I feel like that's just a whole different conversation.
Well, that was the whole point of me saying that.
It's not.
It is because I don't. It is because I personally don't agree, and just from what I can see, if you're scared that Trump would be in office.
No, we didn't say it has nothing to do with Trump. I was just telling you that this is one law that has to like over the years has to continuously be voted on. It has nothing to do with Trump.
Okay.
But he's talking about what Cookie said, because the question was for Cookie. Shan, you just so happened to jump in and answer the question.